I'm on the back of stamps these days.
But curiosity killed the cat.
Allie, if you're gonna open it, open it. Leave me out of it.
But if I do open it, you'll think I'm a snoop.
No, a felon.
Kate and Allie, 7:30 Friday on GTS BKN.
Okay, now that's all over. You can tell me the truth.
See you later, Ken. See you.
So, how long did it take you to put all this together?
Oh, 5 years.
5 years.
5 years from the ground up. I know every single bolt in that thing. Or you've seen it. You know what I'm talking about. It's got everything. It's a big fuel-injected V6, 4-speed auto, overdrive. And inside, it's the biggest thing we've ever built. Do you know the best thing? It's a great car to drive. Well, isn't that what it's all about?
Can't say I blame you for liking it.
Like it. We love it. We love it.
Now, scenes like this can be prevented by Australians like you. Today, through Freedom from Hunger, you can help start life-giving vegetable gardens in Africa and Asia. Patrick Kilby reports from Africa.
In drought-stricken Eritrea, I've just seen hundreds of people on the move searching for food. Most are suffering from severe malnutrition. But just a few kilometres away, something amazing is happening. Freedom from Hunger vegetable gardens are thriving. They've already helped thousands of families. New water pumps provide clean water and health is improving. These vegetable gardens are funded by Australians.
It'll take 200 Australians to fund each new vegetable garden, and you can join them for just $26. So please send $26 now to Freedom from Hunger, GPO Box 9996 Adelaide, GPO Box 9996 Adelaide, or give generously when we knock on your door in September.
Have you ever wanted to learn how to paint?
You may have thought it was a dream, but I can make it happen, even though you may never have painted before. With my exclusive 4-step method, I've taught thousands of people in the United States of America and around the world as well. Famous people like President Carter, Sammy Davis, Roger Moore, they all learned this way. And so can you. Quickly, easily, and in the privacy of your own home. Just send now for your special Paint-A-Picture kit. Everything's here. Brushes, colors, painting palette, dabber, thinner, and a self-framing board. Plus, most important of all, this easy-to-follow video, which takes you step by step so that you can complete a beautiful oil painting, incredible but true. From blank canvas to finished framed painting in around an hour, even if you've never painted before. Fantastic.
Normally, you'd pay at least $40 for all these artist materials, plus around $30 for the video, and it would be well worth the $70. But, as a special introductory offer, it's all yours for just $39.90, plus $5 delivery if you ring this number now.
Imagine the thrill of creating a beautiful painting like this, and you can learn in your own home. In fact, I guarantee to refund your purchase price in full if you're not completely delighted with your very first painting.
Remember, just $39.90 plus delivery gives you absolutely everything you need to create your own superb painting, guaranteed, or your money back. Our operators are waiting for your call right now. This special price of only $39.90 plus $5 delivery is yours only while stocks last. Credit cards welcome. Just have your card number ready when you ring and phone this number right now.
Good morning and welcome to ABC Television via OSAT Domestic Satellites on this Wednesday the 16th of December 1987. In a few moments it's Cartoon Carnival.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back once again to the stream. I would have started earlier, but I got just absolutely confused by that learn to paint thing that wasn't Bob Ross. But anyway, more Pokemon time. And that. And that. Alright, everything actually seems to be kind of working for a change, which is good. So now what are we doing? Training up a little bit for Morty. That's right. Cool Bond, nice to see you again. How are things? I'm exceptionally tired. A bit sick. Oh, that's no good. Hopefully you recover soon. Yeah, what do we need? Let's get Tesla some love. It's Papa Jimmer, good morning to you as well. How be ye? Be swell, how be ye? I am exceptionally tired because over the last 2 days I think I've maybe averaged 6 hours total. And yeah, heck of a wake-up call to find my bedroom full of smoke because my neighbour is an idiot and decided to have a big burning bonfire in his backyard, which is A, health risk, and B, illegal. Just loading up, like, armfuls of, like, a tree or something he's cut down. Very annoying. I think technically it's suburbs. I don't know if we count things the same way as Americans, but I don't know if this would count. Probably suburban. Yeah, I'm suburban and had some back neighbours that burnt their grass. It was not great. Yeah, and Australia kind of has a history with summer and heat and fire and things. So they tend to frown on it quite severely. And we may or may not have done the same thing to California. Hopefully as a joke, but I doubt it. because the way the story goes that I've heard is that the Americans wanted to trade for some lumber because California was getting set up as a state and whatnot. So Australians are like, oh yeah, no worries, mate. Have some of our eucalyptus trees. They're great for building. So they imported a whole bunch of eucalyptus trees, which are infamously terrible for building materials and also full of extremely flammable oil. So once summer rolls around, depending on where you are in the world and what part of summer, there is a lot of fire. As dry plus heat plus explosive oil tends to do some very fiery things. And yeah, it hits California pretty bad from what I've been told, but also Australia cops it pretty bad as well because we tend to have a lot more eucalyptus trees. Now, obviously, I'm not sure if that's the true story. That's an apocryphal tale, but I'd believe it. And, like, looking at the timeline, it's like, not that California was getting set up as a state, because that would have been, like, 100 years or something before Australia as a country existed. Like, obviously, it's been inhabited for tens of thousands of years, but that's, like, you know, colonized is what I meant. But I can absolutely see, like, the drunks around the pub just like, we told those bloody Yanks what for. How have the streams been going? Yeah, good. Shoot, I thought it was following, followed by new follower. Thank you for following. Maybe I should reposition that alert bar thing. No, well, I'll figure it out. But thank you very much for the follow. It's always appreciated. I can't even remember when I started streaming. Let's see if I can figure it out. BRB wife calling me. Hello, wife. So now I'm just curious. Channel. Videos. Alright, so 12 years ago I tried to do a Let's Play. It didn't pan out because I got bored. 8 years ago I did some recording of PAX panels. There you go, 7 years ago is my first like stream archive video. 23rd of, what's that, September 2015. So yeah, and I guarantee you those sat on my hard drive for a while before I did anything with it. But yeah, it's weird to think about how how long but how intermittent streaming has been. Like, this is absolutely the longest I've managed to stick to a schedule and, like, a commitment on anything. Yeah. We want... Did I... think I did. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, we did Morty, didn't we? So, in that case... Congrats to us. Now we need to get Surf, which is the Kimono Girls. Alright, and we're gonna... Oop. You. No, there. Is it this one? Yes. You can defeat them all, I'll give you a gift. Again, very minor thing, but I do like the effort they put into the dialogue to note which gender, or sex, I guess, you were playing as for the game. Because, like, it would have been very easy just to keep the same, like, the same dialogue and just put no effort in, but that shows at least a bit of effort. Naoko. Oh wow, this is gonna suck for you then. Level 17. Oof. Feel bad. What now, Mom? Saw this adorable doll. Suppose I should check out that stuff at one point, but effort. Sayo. They're a brand of, like, sultanes here. Kiss. Oof. Big hit. Well, didn't buy any potions. And let's hope we're not confused. I mean, probably dead anyway, but... Alrighty. Well... So now you gotta fight through the confusion and the paralysis, and if you beat that, I've got Supersonic to give you more. Somehow this doesn't feel as cruel as the Flareon fight. You were not close, sorry. You knocked out one. So you'll probably have... I'm gonna say Jolteon. Let's see if I can just no-scope this. Zuki. Nah. Yeah. Theoretically, the list should update in a sec. There it goes. And back to proper sprites. That is annoying. Poison. Wow, it's like I'm not even retreating and it's still doing that much damage. Maybe Spinarak sucks. Yeah. Might as well get a couple of stat lowers in while we can. So now its speed is as low as it can be. And so is our health. Alright. Now, the rule of Kamen Rider says this should be super effective. Because Bug and Fighting is good against the darkness. But ever since I found that out, that's just been endlessly amusing to think of. Like, oh, that's the justification? Cool. Welcome back. Yep. So yeah, what did I talk about? Basically started streaming 7 years ago, and it feels weird to know that. And that was basically it before the Kamen Rider rule of Pokemon combat got brought up. Because I have to clear my throat for a sec. Trying to learn agility. What have we got? Quick attack, false swipe, cut, and fury cutter? No. We don't need agility that bad. Alright, now. Started in 2019, I think, and that feels weird to me too. Ugh. What is even time? Like, it doesn't seem fair. But no, 12 years ago was when I first did anything with YouTube. Besides, watch it. Here we go again. I don't know why it does that, but it is very annoying. It'll be super effective because it's bug flying. Hang in there, Snips, but I doubt it. Always done Pokemon for streaming, or have you/do you do variety? I used to do a lot more variety. It was just like whatever I felt like playing and deal with it. But then it's just like, like I wasn't enjoying it, basically. And then I had the idea to, like an absolute insane person, play through the entire history of Pokemon. So I started doing that. But then I could feel myself getting a little bit burnt out on it. So I started adding a little bit more variety back in. Which is why I am doing Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines at the end of the week. So I do 2 Pokemon streams and 1 Vampire. And once that's finished, not sure. We'll have to have a look at what else can fill that time slot. Depending on how like daylight savings hours pan out, I may also add a Saturday afternoon Final Fantasy stream, because I do want to have a character that I just play for fun. But I don't know. Having some free time occasionally is good. What about yourself? You said you stream, so what's your flavour du jour? Where are we going? We got surf. We should do that. Nope. Don't care about Flash. Let's get rid of Flyer. That's not doing us any good. Nightmares, nothing. Tractors, nothing. Shadow Ball, is that on anyone? Spew Lord, thank you for the follow. Shame about the name. So that's a ghost type move. You know what? Started with variety, then 2021 got some traction with speedrunning Banjo-Kazooie. Great community there. Got a new job, so I had to quit streaming, and recently started again doing a Pokemon Crystal Nuzlocke, as well as an all-game solo Lickitung run. Oh yeah, I remember you were saying that. Let's get rid of Charm. Also spent a lot of time hopping around other Gen 1 and Gen 2 streamers like this. Well, as I said, absolutely honoured that you would grace my stream with your presence. Yeah, Spinnerack. Because it just constantly feels like I get not imposter syndrome, but I don't know if it's the same thing. Just like, oh no, I'm no good. Don't spend time on me. Oh boy. Which probably is imposter syndrome. I don't know. But it's just like, oh, there are so many better other streamers and everything. I ain't that special. Just trying to connect to the community. Had a few of the ones I met last week hanging out and streaming a few nights. One of the more pleasant regular Gen 2 streamers. Oh, that is a little concerning, because I just consider this being polite and normal. Oh no. Let's try Shadow Ball then. Yep. Yay, not very effective. Ah, so there you go. Magnemite is one that can run away. which is why the fastball originally works on it more, because they screwed up the table. But that's the thing, you are polite. Some are a little too wild for my tastes, though I'm sure I can get wild too. I mean, different strokes for everyone. I mean, there's probably a reason that, like, PewDiePie got popular in the first place. I don't see it myself, but, you know. Politics aside, obviously. True, yeah. Either way, it is pleasant in here. Well, see, that's what I hoped. That it's just like... Because I know I stream at odd hours, even for myself, let alone the rest of the world, so it's just like... something that's nice and chill and... like, just going through games for the sake of it. Which, like I've said a few times, that's the reason I was looking at, like, the old Pokémon games. It's like no one ever plays them anymore just to enjoy them. Like, the only real time you'd see someone playing a Gen 1 or Gen 2 is because, like, they're doing a Nuzlocke or, you know, some other specific challenge. Because it is, like, they are dated. They are nearly 30-year-old games at this point. There's not a lot of people who would go into it knowing the history of gaming and think, yes, this is an acceptable trade-off to what I am used to. Well, not many people, anyway. It seems like very... I'm not sure of the right wording. It's not elitist, but maybe privileged. Still do some regular plays and off stream, and using my old hardware helps me relax. Usually I do the challenges though for stream, as my chat is into that thing. Yeah, fair enough. I know that I have not got the brain for any of the challenges, and I certainly do not have the skills for any speedruns. So I've got to try and find the limited amount of strength that I have. Because it's like, I know I'm not, like, super charismatic. Because it's a bit of a social anxiety thing. And, you know, with the ASD and the neurodiversity, it is hard sometimes. I've noted several times, it's like with the ADHD, sometimes my focus just gets drawn into the game and I'll forget that I'm streaming. Which is also why I don't have my, like, a camera on, because you would just see me gawp-eyed staring into the camera, not blinking for minutes at a time. I feel that's why I did shiny hunting for a while. No skill needed, just patience. And evidently a metric arseload of luck. Is it, again, something that's come up a couple of times on stream, is I have done the shiny hunting thing, and outside of, like, the red Gyarados or, like, the Ponyta in the Legends, I have not encountered a single shiny in the history of the franchise. I followed all the methods and all the little techniques and everything. That is more rare than actually getting a shiny. Yeah, so I've heard. But it's like, I do follow a fair few people who like play Pokemon because it's like, well, that's the scene. And everyone's posting like their absolute massive shiny collections, and it's like, oh, I know exactly where I got these, or I've just gotten so many that I've lost track. It's like, it kind of hurts a little bit, but you know, it's a game. You know, I'm not going to begrudge anyone for doing that. Go, let's get you a shiny then. Look, I mean, that is one of the stats that I am tracking. As long as you can get the setup right using Cute Charm glitch in Gen 4, it makes shiny farming a breeze. Yeah, I mean, I guess I already technically am abusing some glitches and things. But it's also like, there's... I don't know, there's not like an extra value. But it's just like, it's more interesting to do it as legitimately as possible. It's like, obviously boost every chance of getting them as you can. Like, do all the, what is it, the Poke Radar tracking and whatnot. Like, you do the chaining to get the shinies, sort of almost guaranteed. Would recommend Legends or Scarlet Violet. Yeah, I've been playing them. Poke Radar was like the hardest thing for me. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it was tricky. But it's like just trying to find the right spots that were shaking. I've had little success with it. Well, you probably have had more success than me. But now I've done like the, here's a, do I have a Let's Go game? For legal purposes, yes. Ah. Do I have the shiny charm? I haven't played the Let's Go's. Just because it's like, I bounced off, like, actual Pokemon Go. Like, I dropped off it before they added Gen 2 to it. Just because of the complete lack of spots around me. Like, I would have to drive 10 minutes to get to a place that had Pokestops. And then when I saw that it was not only, like, the same type of gameplay, but also Kanto again. It's like, I don't need to play this. This is not a game marketed for me. Which is also, that's more than alright. Not everything has to be for everyone. And it's amazing the kind of freedom that gives you for enjoying games. It's like, there are games that are allowed to exist, and they are not for me, and that is fine. Like, Fortnite. I don't get it. Other people do. Have you gotten the shiny charm in any of the games? Yeah, I can't remember all of them, but I did put a considerable amount of effort into them. I think the last one I did was on Shield. It's just like, yeah, I mean, I'm close enough, I might as well. And yeah, no value so far. I've definitely put getting the Pokédex complete as a minor requirement, let's say. Because it used to be the goal, even if it's like, well, you know, I got to try and force it a bit. If you have the Crown Tundra DLC and Shield, the Dynamax adventures are a good bet. Plus, you can play it with others. See, the others part of it is also tricky. Because of the aforementioned social anxiety, you see. Plus, also, Australian internet not the best. Which is why even older streams tended to be a little bit more on the retro side, so I didn't have to push absolute insane amounts of data through. Because otherwise it couldn't have kept up. Can't fix the internet, but I have at least a few people who'd be more than happy to run adventures together to help you get one. I mean, that is very considerate. I will have to try and keep that in mind if I can force myself to do those. Because it's also like, I have finished Shield to a satisfactory degree at this point, so it's tricky to convince the brain to go back. Because it's like, I've finished Scarlet version to a satisfactory degree at this point, until like the DLC drops. So it's like, I have no strong compulsion to like go back and do more with it. It's like, yeah, I could absolutely, quite easily, max out the Pokédex. Am I gonna? Probably not. Yep. Yeah. Ooh. Alright. So it's like, I also have relatively little free time. Well, let me put this here. If you want some help to push to do a shiny hunt, let me know and I can help get you some support to make it more bearable, lol. Thank you very much. It is very much appreciated. Yeah, I do have like extracurricular activities, let's say, and I know that I say that I don't have a lot of free time, but I have become quite adept at seemingly filling it, either through being tired or having things to do that I don't think of at the time. Like Saturdays, for example, it's about a 1 hour commute, but I have a group therapy session that lasts 3 or 4 hours, something like that. 11 to 3, yeah. And then driving home. And then I have a podcast to record at about 7 PM, depending on time zones, because I think currently it's 8 PM, but will be 7 in a week or so. That is a tabletop RPG Let's Play, like actual play series. Like, it's a international collective of people, and in order to accommodate my ridiculous ass, we run at that time, which is like 3 AM for some of the Americans in the group. And they play during the week while I'm at work, because they actually have proper time functions. But yeah, so like between the therapy and the podcast, I have maybe 2 hours of downtime in between that. And that's also not counting the fact that I could just be very worn out from therapy. Or like just life in general. Met a guy who runs a Pokemon D&D style group recently. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, you have a busy lifestyle and rest is important. But then it's also like, I have this time here that I'm using to stream. And this could be any other things if I wasn't, like, trying to keep to a schedule. Like, this could be... not, like, learning a language, because, yeah, that ain't happening. But, I don't know, catching up on TV, or, like, going out with friend. Because, you know, not friends. But, yeah, no, it's, like, I have made this choice. It's like a structured hobby / gig. But yeah, it's like, I'm viewing it more as like an alternative to journaling, because I was never good at journaling. But this keeps me on a consistent, ritualized schedule. You know, barring any, like, tragedy during the day or whatever, it's just like, yeah, no, it's, go time. And then I work, like, the late shift, which is why these streams start at 10 PM, because that's enough time for me to get home, scarf down dinner, and just boot up. So a lot of stuff is, like, after midnight that I take care of things. Do you mind if I ask what work you do? Yes, I don't mind. I do customer service retail for a hardware store. Legally, I am not allowed to name the hardware store, but it is very not hard to figure out. Think like Home Depot or something in the Americas. Well, I getcha. Yeah, their social media policy is pretty strict. But yeah, so that's 8 hours a day of physical work, plus the half hour each way on a good day of traffic to commute. So that's 9 hours out of my day already. Sleeping, ideally, is 8 hours a day, but, you know, it's rare. So what's that take it up to now? 17 hours out of 24? Something like that? I don't know. I do financial advising, still in training, so I don't know anything useful yet. And a side gig is an independent contractor working with social work agencies. Cool. So it's like not like I don't have any potential time, but it's also like there's only so much I could fit in the space before cracks start to show. And it's like on Wednesday I have to go see my doctor, which is an hour and a half out of my way to get there, plus the appointment, plus the hour and a half back before I start work. So it's a very early start to a day. Did the social work for like a decade and recently switched. Most of my work is with ASD, intellectual disabilities, physical disabilities, and mental health. So then you would be very well aware of what a level 2 ASD diagnosis would be. Because that's me. Man, is everything 1+ hours away in Aussie land? No, but the combination of affordable housing and where the money is for people in a doctoral working profession seems to make that a confluence. Yes, Pokemon always kept the sea lit at night. What even is that voice? Yeah, let's get some free shit. I think I have it. Pretty familiar with ASD and the strengths and struggles that come with it. No means an expert, but I can relate a lot to it. Got a preliminary test myself, and they told me either on the spectrum or I'm just weird. Settled it at that and moved on. I mean, yeah, fair. Because if you don't need a diagnosis, apparently it can be quite crippling in a lot of ways to get it because of how it affects things. It's like, legally, I'm not allowed in some countries anymore because I've been officially diagnosed. I don't remember the list of countries off the top of my head, but that is absolutely a known thing. Really? Never heard of that. Yeah. Like, there are some countries that it's just like, yeah, no, you can't even get a passport now. You are disabled. Never had to deal with it on an international level. Yeah, I mean, I assume it's places like Qatar or, you know, Myanmar or whatever. I don't know. It's like, realistically, places I'd never choose to visit, with no offense to anyone who lives in those places. But yeah, and then it's like, if you get diagnosed, there's your, what is it, the unemployment changes and like tax breaks and all this, that and the other. So yes, if you do not need an official diagnosis for some of these things in order to obtain medication or other care, sometimes it's better to just accept the potential. It's like, oh yeah, I probably do have it, and I know ways that I could go about, quote, treating it. Like, just ways of coping with myself. But yeah, apparently it's pretty rough sometimes. Like, with everything being as far away as it is for me, there is a potential pain medication I could take. And it's like, yeah, if you take this, you will not be allowed to drive. It's like, oh, well, that is very bad for me. I tend to gravitate to or hang out with those on or near the spectrum anyways. Worked with people who live with it or with others or who have it long enough that it's actually easier for me to connect with those who do than that don't sometimes. Yeah, I mean, again, if like people know the ways of coping, that can be useful. Why is it doing this again and again? Bite the thing. And smash the thing. I just feel that communication is actually easier despite what it would seem sometimes. Yeah, I mean, like, spies have their own codes and stuff. It's like, you know, sometimes you're not going to crack a code, but a spy will see it and know exactly what it is. And it's kind of like that. So it's neurodiversity sometimes. Everyone has their own code, and some people understand the cipher, and some people don't. Whoa. I got it, yay. I just heard my alarm clock click, so that's basically 11 p.m. 8 a.m. here. Yeah, it's just like, ooh, that's a rough time to be up and about unless, like, your work dictates it and you're used to that schedule. Gonna hop out for a bit, maybe back in a bit, gotta take a test and hop around and say my good mornings, lol, hope to see you around. And you, hopefully your test goes well. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to me too. Oh, I mean, I'm just here anyway. You choose this. Did you at least kill it? Good. Battle over, no one wins. The end, no moral. Well. Yeah. Hopefully we can finish this fight before the ads kick in. So, in that case... let's cheat a little. I mean, that's also cheating. Just for that, you get the rocks again. There's the stat boosts. Because there's a, I don't know the exact percentage chance, but a chance that when you're using Ancient Power, all of your stats go up. Which is good. With 55 seconds on the clock, how's that for timing? So we're going to take a quick break and stand up, stretch your legs, get some water or other liquids into you. I don't judge, but we'll be right back.
official announcement that the gold medalist...
Bring back home baking to me. To me. Bring back home baking to me.
The Home Bakery brings back home baking.
Recorded especially for Telmac, the world's greatest orchestras, combined with the world's leading conductors, bring you the essential classics. A very special introduction to the world of classical music. You don't have to put a name to familiar tunes like these. Just listen. Fall in love with the world's most romantic masterpieces, collected for the first time in a unique 2-record set. 64 of the finest classical pieces. This elegant collection is available for a limited time only. Enter the world of musical genius. Come to understand the peace, passion, and beauty within. Both of these resplendent records by 4 of the world's most renowned orchestras are yours for only $12.99. And as a special introductory offer, included in your record or cassette package, a free recording of the essential Tchaikovsky. Altogether, over 3 hours of listening pleasure for only $12.99. Buy the essential classics and receive the essential Tchaikovsky completely free. 3 brilliantly recorded albums. Your personal classical collection for only $12.99.
Poor life. And we are back. Alright, let's keep going. God, records. Remember those? Like before they got hipster cool? Yeah. It's like before they were like cool, when they were just like required. Say aye. Just destroy all my shit, I guess. I mean, that's a little uncalled for. Like, a scratch could have done it. But now you just had to go for the absolute destruction. Well, in that case... Wait for the game to actually recognize that it has Pokemon in it. That is very annoying. I do like a quillfish though. Never seen its evolution though, I haven't gotten that far in Legends yet. But it's like, it almost doesn't need one. Maybe I'm just the weirdo that likes the freaks. But it's like, yeah, the one and done, nailed it. Yep, Burke. Its stats are sad, so it needed an Evo in my opinion. Yeah, but you also know how I feel about things. Like, I also don't know if you're aware of my D&D tendencies. But, oh boy. I am not an optimal player, but it's damn fun. Now, I'm going to quickly check a thing. Where am I looking? I need to do this and this. Also, save your games more, people, just in general. Don't do what Donnie Don't does. Okay, so load up a thing. And it is this one. Rear. $193. Still got some ways to go, I guess. $255, $250, something like that. Yeah. See, this was before they had contests and those kind of people had a healthy outlet. My secret potions are too strong for you, adventurer. Yep, well, sorry, guy. Just giving away the secrets. Yeah. Just make him waste his film. Like, I took the picture. I can't do anything with it. Thanks. Like, this isn't like a digital camera where I can just reuse everything, you know? It's a finite resource. And apparently getting more finite all the time, like legitimately, because the chemical they use to treat the film to make it work for cameras is diminishing in the world. Sort of like the helium for MRI machines people insist on inhaling and putting in balloons. It's like, yeah, it's not in any immediate danger, but it is something to very much be aware of. Triple kick, hit 1 times. That's a good triple. Kia. Well, rip. Yeah. So I'm already thinking ahead to what the like the Ruby Sapphire Emerald overlay is going to look like, because I know that the one that I currently have is bad, but I also don't know what other things I could do because I have no strong sense of aesthetics, like visually, which makes things like that tricky. It's like, what looks good? I don't know. Because I don't want to, like, visually overpower people or, like, draw the eye away from where it's meant to be. But at the same time, it's just like, well, what's the alternative? Yeah, I see ya. Smashing rocks. Right, fine. Are you happy now? Suicune. Still sounds weird. Mystical Man. That's a heck of a title. Yeah, I mean, that was probably always going to happen. Oh. Sleep. Whoa. I'm pretty sure that wakes it up in future generations, because it's like, well, it had its dream eaten. It is no longer able to be asleep. But I guess here they didn't think of it. Let me get rid of that. Dwarf. Counter. So again, I like Haunter's design more than I like Gengar's. Maybe that's blasphemy, but eh. Like, Ghastly is too nebulous, and Gengar is too corporeal, like, too full of itself. Haunter is that decent middle way. Finally. I think that's his transport Pokemon. Don't forget Murderous. Yeah. Just the, yeah, no, this possesses kids' dolls and then eats their souls and maybe heads. Again, I don't know if this is legit, but I always, I like the story that it was designed to be a dark reflection of Clefable. Which is why they both look the way they look. But whether that's like playground hearsay or like minorly confirmed stories or development issues, who knows? Is that the friendship checker? The only similarity is that they are blobs. I mean, yeah, but they also have spikes and things in similar places. It's kind of like Sora versus the dark side in Kingdom Hearts. It's like, yeah, there's a bit of similarity. It's not a one-to-one, obviously. It's like, what's that meme about the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's like, for the $1 million question, who is the first Pokemon? Is it A, Bulbasaur, B, Rhydon, or Rhyhorn, one of those two, C, Mew, or D, Arceus? Butterfree and Venomoth look alike, but you don't hear people saying they are lost siblings. I mean, maybe you don't. Did we get healed up? Yes. Rhydon is wrong, as Diglett was the first one. Designed, that is. Yeah, see, I thought it was the first one to be coded. Was the criteria for Rhydon's entry into that list. Oh, someone's doing a speedrun, a single mon challenge by the look of it. With a, what's he, Wigglytuff. He made it when he was a kid. Yeah, fair. This isn't going to be Omelet's strength of gym. Plus, you know, we've got to give him some false hope. Fury cut our way to freedom. So to a bit of a stretch. The stretching is good. Yoshi. Ma'am. We fear nothing and eat less. You'll have a chan. Yeah, see? A, the Wigglytuff at level 80. As that's obviously incorrect, I'm just going to force it to refresh again. Yeah, fair. Well, send out Tesla. Alright, so let's go do some heals. And back into the fire. Do I need strength for this? Well, you'll only do, what, 25 damage, so that's fine. It was just like, yeah, do it again, I dare you. Well. Well. Wow. I mean, if you could see that future sight failing, why did you, like, do it? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, why wouldn't you go with one that worked? Wow, that's gotta suck. It's like, oh, I'm free, dead. Like, not even a turn. Yeah, so I do need strength. Where do I get strength? Well, wasted on my own Picard. Yeah, I've got to look it up where I get strength again. Cafe? Whoever goes to a cafe? That's ludicrous. Makes no sense. Plus, I could have sworn I'd already been there. the thrilling battle that was until someone had to ruin it. I mean, we've got more than enough issues trying to get back here already. Pretty sure I have a repel. I should do that. They're not. Good. I do in fact have a repel. And it's that simple, apparently. What am I looking for? Strength. What have you got on you? Lick. It seems like a fair trade. Alright, take two. Kiss it and make it boogie. I didn't mean to do it again. It's definitely done more damage to itself than we have. Enemy tentacle dropped acid. Doesn't seem very radical of you. See, those extra 2 hit points. All the difference. But not enough. Yes, broke. Oh. That was with a repel. Well, that's awkward. What's even funnier is that I had planned Togetic as my flyer, and it hasn't evolved yet, so that's going to make this trip even more of a hell load. Spook. Oh, didn't know that also had a paralysis chance. Makes sense, I suppose, but wouldn't have thought. I would have thought more like, oh, is there an electrical version of Flinch? See ya! I said see ya. Let's have a look in the computer. Have we got any secret tech here? Not without an amount of training. Alright, now we're finally back again. You know, I have a feeling I know how this battle's gonna go, so let's just skip to the end game. Because, you know, as cute as like metronome and everything is, it's a little bit of a liability. Am I going to give it up? No. Am I going to use it for this battle? Also no. I like chaos, but I'm not an idiot most of the time. And critical hits. Oh yeah, that'll really work to not piss it off. Rip. Nah. Let's just keep going for it. Honestly, I got closer than I thought it would. Yeah, the real challenge. Oh. Completely forgot to do the "we're going live" tweet. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, look, fair. And Snips with all the glory did the entire battle himself. Alright, back we go. Hey bud, how's it going? mean, it's still intimidating. Like, don't get me wrong, but yeah, in the context of Pokemon battles, it's not a huge deal. Now it'll be a crit. No, good. Alright, we're trying to get friendship up here. See, Poliwrath took the Poliwhirl, yeah, Poliwhirl and, like, just, messed with it too much. Wow. Like what are the odds of that? Like just, what's it, 55% or something? Well, 55 accuracy. The point is, it's like specifically not an accurate move. So it's 3 in a row now it's hit on a not very accurate move. We got the stats up. Got 1 revive, I think, in the hopper. Well, that's something at least. Dynamic Punch. Speaking of Dynamic Punch, there's a big fist for us. Bit of an outside chance that Ace can learn it. I did say a bit, to be fair. Not teaching Matilda Dynamic Punch. You know what, actually? Forgot we have... Because that'll help with the friendship seesaw that we're on. And in that case, no, I'm going to keep Tesla in front for a sec, because we do need to surf all the way back. Because, as previously stated, me equals idiot. And this is just faster. Especially with these. Huh, I thought this was later. Oh, there you go, 27. Need to work on its stats a bit though, jeez. Should be able to do a little bit stronger than that. We're almost halfway there. And our memory, experience will tell us this won't kill it. It's already using surf, but what do I know? You know what? Yeah. That's actually a decent point to stop, actually, for the stream. We do have, like, 5 to 10 minutes left on it, technically. But we are already past midnight, which is my usual preferred cutoff time. So I think that should be it for the stream. So let me save it up. Yeah, this one. Saves the game. Game is saved. Sneaky save. And thank you for joining me. So, should be back on, what did I say, Thursday with more Pokemon, because I'm having to move things around a bit this week. But as always, stay tuned after the end credits for the traditional raid, and I shall see you next time. Goodbye.
And so we come to the end of another day on Sunshine Television. Hope today has been a good one for you, and we hope tomorrow is an even better one. And now this is Ray Marsh on behalf of all of us here at the Granville studios of SEQ Television on channels 8, 1, 5 and 10, wishing you all a very good night.